Hey guys, Moon Elf again. I just wanted to let you know that I went down a super rabbit hole last night trying to calculate exactly what is going to be BiS or pre-raid BiS for us in TBC. It was a crazy jump down this rabbit hole, but it was quite interesting what I've figured out, what I found out. I'll show you guys in a little spreadsheet that I've made here, basically going over exactly how I calculated what is BiS and what is not. Because again, so many of these YouTubers or BiS lists that are out there, I don't think they're actually doing any calculations or comparing. So I've gone ahead and done the liberty of doing so myself. I mean, this all stemmed from when someone in my comments in a previous video asked me about Primal Strike Vest. I tried to justify exactly why Ebo Netherscale was better than Primal Strike, but in the end, it didn't even make sense. So let's start off by going over the calculation. So this is what I was working on last night. I feel a bit like a lunatic, but yeah, and this is just a little bit of it. But theory crafting is just putting a number on a piece of gear. For example, the base statistic agility is just a function of attack power and critical strike. It's not a magic number. That's all it is. It's just attack power and critical strike. And all these calculations are done with kings in mind. So you have your attack power and critical strike. Now you have to basically put, calculate it into, what has the most attack power and what has the most critical strike rating. So as you can see, that's what I've done there. And then you can start kind of comparing two pieces of gear or three pieces of gear or 14 pieces of gear together. But then you still have to, you're looking at the numbers and you're like, oh, this one has 200 attack power, this one has 234, this one has 58 crit rating, this one has 41. How do you compare that? And the only way to do that is to have a critical strike attack power ratio. So you get one number, basically saying this is a higher number, this is better. And this is how they do it in Classic. I'm pretty sure. There are some other variables like the attack, the boss kill speed, all this stuff. We don't have that yet. But in Classic, the ratio, or you can see it right here, the final crit AP ratio in Classic is about 40.95, I think. That's what's on the theory crafting spreadsheet. But it's going to be more in TBC because you have your kill command ability, and your kill command ability uh, only procs when you do a critical strike, and your pet or your four-piece beast lord only procs when you have a kill command attack done. So it's going to be higher than 40. Basically, the higher this number is, the more valuable critical strike rating is on gear, and the lower it is, the more valuable attack power is. So I've gone ahead and stress tested all this stuff, um, and I'm wrong in my assessment when this ratio equals about like 60, which is ludicrous. So it's a fair bet, and if this goes down, then the then Primal Strike is even more valuable. But yeah, this is just a quick explanation of how I got to my conclusion. It's very basic, very fun thing to do on your weekend. So let's get right into it then. This here, this set is your BiS of the BiS of the BiS of the BiS pre-raid BiS set. And basically what I've done, Boomkin, they give you 3% hit, and then you will also be taking the spicy Talbook cooking stuff, spicy hot Talbook, which increases your hit rating by 20%. And I think well, in what I can find online, 15 hit rating is about 1% hit, and you'll need 9% hit total. So basically, with the food, and the boomkin, you only need 5% hit about, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. Not you only need about 5% hit. So you want to be stacking on as much agility, attack power, critical strike rating as possible. So let's go through everything piece by piece. I mean, this is the Beast Lord helm. You need the 4-piece set. There's been a lot of debate about if you're going to be taking the Beast Lord pants or the chest. But with Primal Strike, it becomes really clear that you will want the Beast Lord legs. There's a lot of other very good options, and I know why people are saying this is what they think. But mathematically, it doesn't make sense. I mean, the blue options are really, really, really good, and they could even be better than the Ebon Nether skill chest and legs, Beast Lord legs. But uh, it's we're not talking about what's good and affordable. We're talking about what's BiS. So we have Beast Lord helm, Beast Lord handguards. We have the 8. This is with all considering all blue gems. This isn't into the next patch yet. Yep, quite simple. We got the Choker Vial Intent, which you can get for tokens or badges. Then you have the Primal Strike Belt. I mean, this is where it gets quite interesting. I mean, I've looked at all sorts of other combinations, but Primal Strike Belt, 20 agility, 84 attack power, Beast Lord legs, Beast Lord mantle, Vengeance Wrap. This is, I think, really underrated. A really, really good piece of gear. I mean, 23 critical strike rating, 52 attack power, no base agility, but you do get a socket. And this will get better as more gems come in. So definitely pick this up. I think it's a tailoring BOE. And the most interesting item, Fairlight studded boots. Um, this surprised me a lot. I went all over all the other options. I looked at all the other, all the epics, all the heroic gear, and this turned out to be the best. So I was surprised. I was really shocked. But mathematically, this is what makes the most sense, and this is just from a quest. Um, I think I don't know exactly the details where exactly it's from, but I'll link all the items in my description. Um, but yeah, that was really surprising to me. Otherwise, we have the Primal Strike vest, and please consider. I mean, I don't. Hopefully, people aren't flaming me, but this is just math. I mean, and the less the the coefficient, if you change it to make attack power worth more, you will make this Primal Strike set better for you. And it can go, I think I tried to stress test it to go to what point does Primal Strike not really make sense anymore, and what set would make more sense. And I think the coefficient's like 55 or 60 attack power to 1 crit, which is a lot. Um, but yeah, I th I think this is the best you can get, and it all matches together quite nicely, and it's all quite easy to get gear. It is a bit expensive, but we're going for BiS, not for what's the cheapest, for the most affordable. True Strike Ring. This is a BOE. Um, I think it's a world drop. You could use this, or you can use your Crypt Stalker. Crypt Stalker is almost exactly the same. I think you get one less agility. Um, but yeah, True Strike Ring, Band of Reanimation, which is better than True Strike Ring. Funny enough, I'll go over the trinkets later. And then you have Primal Strike Belt. So all of this is all really easy gear to get. You can buy most of this stuff. You can buy this, you can buy this, you can buy this, you can buy this. You just need your 4-piece Beast Lord to drop, and you need to get a token, or the tokens for the neck. Otherwise, this, you can buy. This you should already have. So it's all already there. Um, there's been some debate about Sonic Spear or the two one-handed axes, um, and Sonic Spear is better than the two one-handed axes with the 35 agility enchant. That's it. I mean, no debate. I mean, you get more attack power, more critical strike, or more critical. No, you get less critical strike rating, but the 24 hit, is super important for mixing and matching into, this the perfect amount of hit. Next up is the Veteran's Musket. This you can change with the bow, but I think in the beginning of TBC there's some ammunition that engineers can make that is only possible to get, or you can only it's a bullet, it's not a an arrow. So I'd get this Veteran Musket, or even better, if you really want to go try hard, I'd go for the Season 1 crossbow, which you probably should do. After that, we have Mark of the Champion. Very, very good. It doesn't need much explaining. And then we have Hourglass of the Unraveling. How good this is can't be understated. I mean, 32 attack power and possibility chance on hit to increase your attack power by 300. Another good option is the Dark Moon Fair trinket. I'm trying to find it here. But yeah, here we go. Each time you deal damage, it'll increase your attack power by 6 up to 20 times. Like, it's basically a permanent 120 attack power bonus. This is also really good. You also have your token 72 attack power, whatever, 200 and something attack power on use, which I would probably switch out for something like Mark of the Champion instead of this, but it's really hard to sim trinkets. You have so many good options. It's really hard to go wrong here. So this is the 8% hit version. Very, very simple. It's just replacing 3 pieces of loot. And the 8% hit version requires that you carry around the food or the Talbuk food to get that extra 1% hit. It's very, very basic. You have the Kylan's Signet, you have the Slayer's Mark of Redemption. These are almost exactly the same. And you have the fell leather boots. Really, we have the worst boot options in the game in terms of mail, and there aren't really any good boots. So you have to go with fell leather. It gives you a massive amount of hit, 25, without having to sacrifice any of your 4-piece bonus or your Primal Strike 3-piece bonus. And then this cloak is just amazing. So I wouldn't sacrifice this, and this already has hit on it. So yeah, I mean, it's very simple. I hope this helped. If my attack power coefficient's incorrect, then just feel free to let me know. Yeah, and thanks guys for watching again. I'll put everything in a video, or I'll put everything in the description below. And if you have any comments or questions, just let me know.